So I'm gonna push back again.
Yeah.
No P Diddy. But dog, you want every man to be a perfect man. Because now we got to watch how we say things. They on our tone and delivery. That's a problem for us. When we sit there and said, I said you fat, that's a problem. That's a way you say it. You could say it in a nicer tone or fashion. That's a problem. But a woman is free to speak at us any type of way, and we have to accept that. Are we less of a man if we don't? See, now when you talk to a man like that, a man's going to forget he's talking to a woman now. If you come talk to me abrasive and harsh like that, now I'm going to forget who I'm talking to. Because now I think you just one of these other hard ankles out in the street. So it could go left if that's where it goes. But if you remain in your feminine, I will always remember I am talking to a woman. I got to make sure I'm respectful. I will treat her as such. But when you get abrasive and your them hairs on the back of your neck won't raise up like you a dude, these dudes will forget you are a woman.
No, I agree with you, Hank. That's why I mentioned what I said, right? Both parties have to respect each other. And I think when both, if you respect your woman and the woman respects you, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. And even if that happened, you guys would be able to solve it respectfully. Usually, when I see those examples you just mentioned, Hank, it's either the woman doesn't respect her man or the man doesn't respect her woman, and that's usually where I find those issues. But as a man, if you have self-respect for yourself, you address that immediately. If your woman comes at you wrong, communicates at you wrong, you're gonna address that right there and then. Whether you do it in privately or whether you do it right there and then. But a lot of times these guys don't do that. They let that disrespect slide. And oftentimes, like I mentioned before early in the podcast, we tend to wait when things get absolutely worse to try to figure out a solution, even instead of addressing it when she did subtly disrespect you. And then you have to address that early in the relationship. But I don't think most guys are doing that. They're trying to wait for the worst situation where she absolutely goes crazy on you. And then you're going to put that umbrella that all these women are crazy, all these women are disrespectful. When these guys are not really holding her accountable off rip. So I think when it comes to mutual respect, if I think if both men and women are respecting each other and you are choosing women that truly respect your boundaries and the way they communicate, I think it's natural. It's gonna.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
That was my point. Can I do that for Will?
Yeah.
I agree with that because I'm sitting here thinking like everybody analyzing all these conversations and stuff when it should really just be natural because I'm the type of female like if we in the car and the car on E, I'm be like, yo, I try to keep it light and funny anyway. So I'm be like, yo, the car on E, like we just passed up 3 Valeros. Like, what are we doing? It's 103 in Houston today. Like, are we trying to get a cardio in? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my personality. And usually it's a high. Let's stop and get some gas. And that's just my personality. But just to be like, oh, we gotta calculate it this way, and now she just said something like, "Why the hell you ain't stopped? It's the gas on E," and now you gotta correct her because she a chicken head. It's just to me, it seems like we need to just really pay attention to who we involve with, who we let into our lives close enough to the point where you have to even correct somebody over a tank of gas, and not even just gas. It could be anything like the trash in there got maggots. Be like, yo, man, these maggots gonna turn into flies. Now I'll take it out, but you gotta do these dishes. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be more natural. I feel like that relationships are losing the natural because I saw both of my parents. They was always he and hi with each other. I don't want it to be all serious and we need counseling and you gotta go there. There should be mutual respect and everybody it should be happy. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
Hank, can I ask you a question, please? My question was based on what you were saying about talking and communicating, that and Will saying, "Oh, we." You felt that now as a man, I have to think about the way that I say things to a woman, and she could say anything that she wants to me. If she say it a certain way, I'm gonna think of her like a man. don't you think that it would be beneficial for both people to readjust the way that they speak? Because if I, as a woman, give what give what you give me, right? I'm a reflection of the way that you're talking to me. So if I feel like you just coming hard and just saying things a certain way, you're setting a tone to, okay, that's the way we talk to each other. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you the same way, right? And so then you're gonna be offended because you say, oh, you're acting masculine, but you won't respond to me in a way that I understand in my feminine, right? So in that regard, that's why it's important to make those adjustments with who we're talking to. I can't come talk to you the way that you would talk to a man, even though you're talking to me like that. You don't want me to respond in that way because now you no longer see me as a man, right? I mean, as a woman, you're gonna see me as trying to act like a man, and you're gonna respond accordingly. Well, for me as a woman, if I'm saying, listen, I need you to not talk to me like that because it's making me feel unsafe or making me feel like I can't come to you or say things to you because of the way that you respond, right? So I do need you to be more mindful of the way that you say things to me. So you have to be willing to make those adjustments if you don't want the response from the woman of whatever that response is. The response might be, I'm gonna start talking to him like he talked to me, or the response may be, I'm gonna shut down and not really feel like I can talk to him because he doesn't know how to talk to me. So
got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
So mistaken. I didn't hear a question in there, but I'm gonna respond to your statement. Most time men don't come aggressive at a woman like that, but a woman will come at a man aggressively when they're upset, when they're mad. JR said something about treating, and that woman up there with that beautiful baby girl in her hands, all of a sudden had something to say. He was ready to fight JR because he said something about treatment. No, that's not true. To the point where Shane even had to say something. Ladies, we need to learn how to talk to men. And we need to learn how to talk to each other. And I think a lot of y'all ladies agree with that. Most men don't be doing that. You see a man sitting there get smacked on the head on. Not a woman will come to his rescue. But you let that man decide he wants to strike back like the Empire.
I can't relate. I can't relate with you.
Problem. What he's verbally striking back by cussing her ass out, or he's physically striking back. It's a problem. It's different. Like Cookie said a couple weeks ago, it's double standards. We accept it and we deal with it. I tell my woman she's fat, y'all have a problem with it. I didn't say it in a matter of saying, you fat bitch, go lose weight. No, damn, baby, you look like you need to take care of that. Oh, that's not right. You don't need to say it like that. It's not okay. That's so insensitive. Bullshit.